Hi guys, today I'm gonna do a small video talking about the newer QX50. This is a loaner I got from the dealership. My Q50 had a problem with the turbos, so they lent me this for the moment. And the interior honestly is not bad, but my car doesn't really have a shame on it, to be honest, because yes, the screen for map and stuff is updated. There's Android Auto and also what's it called, Apple CarPlay. This has, I think, a 2-liter turbo. Don't think there's a 3-liter turbo for the SUVs. I don't think. Gauges are different. I like this. It looks newer, more modern. This one is new. It's a 2023, by the way. Low miles. It just basically came out, so the light controls are here, weirdly enough, not on the stock. The window switches are still the same, but they don't look as chrome cheap as the Q50, so they might not tear up like they do with the Q50. So this is an improvement. The sound system, this is the Bose system. Here you see one speaker and there's one down below on each side. I tested it out and it's louder than my Q50. My Q50 is really loud, but this is even more. It's really loud and bassy. I like it a lot, actually. Also, this car with the 2-liter turbo seems to get the temperature to here where it is now. It's hot right now. It seems to take longer than the 3-liter turbo that I have with the Q50. So it takes more time for the car to heat up, and also windows to defrost and stuff. I found that it takes longer. What else? 2 controls for the memory seats, just like I had with the Q50. This is the same, basically. Nothing else changed there. The controls for the camera and the map is here, which is not like, it's just odd, I think. Weird placement. There's also 2 cup holders with no lights in it. The Q50 that I have is lit up with LEDs down below, which I really like. The phone, there's a phone pad here. You just put your phone there and it charges. There's a light that tells you if it's actually charging or not. That's a feature I really like. I would like to have this in my car. I think anyone would like this, to be honest. There's a USB-C and a typical USB-A, I think it is. Also something, the door handles are not lit up. They are outside, but not inside. My Q50 has the door handles lit up, and also here is lit up in my Q50 on the four of the doors, basically. So that's a difference. I'm comparing between the Q50 because this is what I have, and this is like the bigger version of it, I guess you could say. The cluster in the middle, I think, is nicer because it's all digital and has more features. But the actual gauges for speed and also tachometer are, I prefer the Q50, to be honest. It has a bit more like analog look, which I really like, to be honest. This has also fuel economy is worse than my Q50. My Q50 has 400 horsepower, so that's kind of crazy, but this is a big vehicle, of course. So 12.6. Of course, it wasn't with me driving, because I don't really drive like a madman. So it will go down if I start driving this car more. But my Q50 gets like 10 liters per 100 kilometers. The infotainment system has like new icons that looks better, and it's more responsive, even though the Q50 is not bad. I guess the new Q50s get this screen also, I would think, and from what I've seen, so props to them. This has a old feature, and when you press this, when you go in drive mode, it's gonna lit up like here around the 3, and it's gonna basically hold the brakes for you when you're at a stop or a stoplight or drive through or something like that. It's gonna hold the brakes for you, so you don't have to press it all the time. The parking brake is also a lever like this, and my Q50 was with the foot, so that was like a foot brake, handbrake thing, which was really old and outdated. What else? This has ventilated seats. I don't think they're cooled, but it's ventilated on both sides, of course. What else? Dual zone, triple zone, I think. 2 zones in the front and 1 in back, because there's vents in the back. What else? The driving modes, yeah. So just flick this, and basically this has 4. The Redsport has more than this. It has Sport Plus and also Snow, that this doesn't have. Honestly, Snow is not really needed. You just drive in standard and don't drive like a crazy person, and you're gonna be fine. And this also says to you the actual speed limit around the area, which is a good feature, I think. If you're someone driving in different places you're not really familiar to. Temperature, range, this is almost a full tank of gas and 444 kilometers. So that's, I think this must have around the same fuel tank size as my Q50, weirdly enough, because my Q50 gets like 600 kilometers with a full tank, or maybe a bit more. What else? Yeah, the glove box I wanted to show you guys. It's pretty deep. You can't really see in the video, but it's like really, it's actually deep. Expected. This is an SUV. I'd say almost full size. I'll show you the outside with the lights on the car. The paint looks amazing. I like this paint job. They have it for their Q50 also, I noticed. This is like not really carbon fiber, it's just textured weird thing. I wouldn't say carbon fiber, but the interior quality is not bad, but I think it's a bit more a bit less angular in my Q50 compared to this. This has a ton of like edges like this, stuff like that. Here it goes around, but it cuts here, and then here it's hard plastic. The unit itself is mounted differently than the Q50, which is pretty noticeable. Also, here the seat is positioned for someone normal, and if you look behind, there's like a ton of room. I'll go behind to show you guys. sitting like this, and there's like here I was fully backed off, and there's still this amount of room. I know it's pretty dark, but yeah. So yeah, I'm 5'7". Still got plenty of space. Like on top of my head, I got like here's the. This is like with a panoramic roof, I think, which is pretty good. But I think it's weird how you sit in the back. Like if you look at the seats, like they're a bit like, I don't know if you can back them off, but yeah, still has plenty of room. That's how it looks at night. There's a line here that gives like an ambience light, I would say, if you can call it like that. But nothing else is really lit up outside of that, which I would have liked to be honest. There's a light down here. Can't really pick it up on the. But there's a light underneath the seat, the driving seat, which is good at night to lit up your feet if you drop something or something, whatever, if you have kids. Never mind, I just noticed the door handles actually lit up. And the handles here down below, they are lit up. You don't see it well, but only in the back. That's fucking weird. Those are lit in the back only, and the door handles are lit up in all four doors. But it's halogen. It doesn't look like it's LEDs. It's really yellow, and it's really faint. That's why I didn't notice. Also, one last thing before I finish this video. I think I've covered pretty much everything, and this has also just mentioned forward collision assist, lane keeping, and blind spot and whatever. Blind spots are here. They lit up on inside, just like the Q50. But I like the doors when you close them up. They feel like really. There's a good thunk and it feels like it's premium. I'll let you guys hear. So yeah, sounds good. Glove box, soft, small, just like the Q50. Really similar. Honestly, I'll check the prices for this and put it in the video because I'm curious to know, or in the description. But I'll try to ask the dealer how much this car is. If not, then I'll just post a price on the internet. I will find. But yeah, personally, I wouldn't buy this because I'm single, so there's no point in getting an SUV like this. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching. And feel free to comment, like, maybe if you got one of these, or if you're looking to get one. Peace. I forgot to mention a bit. I'll talk a bit about the driving of this car, this truck, or SUV, whatever. The driving itself, it's soft, but not as soft as I expected. And turning corners, it feels a bit sporty because it's a QX50 Sport. I don't really know what it implies, but it brakes really well, and the brake pedal feels good. Besides that, the steering is really light though. It's really light. Even in sport, it's not really stiff or anything. Hard to turn. I'm not a fan of the texture also of the steering wheel. That's something I forgot to mention. I know it's premium, but it's not the same wheel as the Q50, I think. Maybe it is. Mine is a bit worn out, so maybe that's why it feels different. But I prefer the worn out of this if it's the case. Besides that, also the driving, the suspension feels stiff enough when you turn corners. There's initial body roll, of course, and then after it settles and it turns really well. It's not a sporty thing. The engine sound is not great. It's a 2-liter turbo, I think, so I prefer the Q50 Redsport. Just the 3-liter in general sounds better, I think, which is a no-brainer. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it for driving. A bit of a driving impression. This has also a 8-speed, I think, automatic, or CVT, probably. Peace, guys. I forgot to show the camera. Looks better than Q50, of course it's newer, so the resolution is better. But besides that, it doesn't have more feature.